Got a cold steel here. It's a cold steel engage. And we did one of these before. A friend of our channel sent over a bunch of his cold steel collection, and it included this 3-inch engage. Okay, this is the 3-inch version. His was in Aus 10 steel, I believe. I'm not sure, but I knew after managing his, I had to get it one of these 3-inch in the S35VN. Weighs just over 3 ounces. It's got a 4.5-inch handle, but an only a 3-inch blade. So yeah, man, I had to get one. But I wanted to get one with the S35VN versus the Aus 10. So yeah, got after it. All right. Let's get in this thing. I was really impressed with his in hand, very comfortable, all of it. So yeah, I'm gonna check out my own now. Yeah, I mean it's been a minute, so I kind of forgot, but it's a really thin knife, yeah, and I like that about it. Let's get that blade out. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, reminds me why I wanted one. Really thin. What a nice little pocket knife. Wonderful tension on the pocket clip. It's not recessed. Doesn't have recessed screws, but if my memory serves me, it ran really well. Let's run that action. Oh, look at it. I mean, come on, man. Like, is that crazy drop shut? Look at it. Look at that blade. Spidey flick. Yeah, wonderful. It's got a little bit of wiggle in it, which explains why it's running so smooth like that. But yeah, wow, is that nice. Hey, we're going to get in it. I believe it's got copper washers, so, we're going to polish those up and clean up the knife. But these are very simple to get in, to deal with. Got the pivot screw, and then I need to get these 2 screws back here, and then the scale will just lift right off. Yeah, very easy to get in these knives, to maintain them, to tune them. Take the tension off of that. Yep, there's the scale. Got to watch that spring. See that spring? It was wanting to be sprung. It's got a little bit of oil back here. It's kind of odd for a cold steel, but there's that locking mechanism. So that spring holds that lock in there, and it's super tough. Yep. I mean, they hang hundreds and hundreds of pounds off of that lock, whack it over and over and over, and try to get that to fail, and none too successfully. Yeah, it's got brass washer, and it's got the Teflon washer up against the blade. Very nice. I'm a fan. I mean, I know, man, there's probably already some of y'all watching the video just going, oh, I don't get no knife with no Teflon washers. But I can tell you, here's what we're going to find with this knife, is that with that Teflon washer, I'm going to clean up those brass washers, and we'll oil that properly, and this thing will run like the wind, and it'll be locked up just as solid as can be. And I guess the argument's fundamental. Well, it's got a piece of Teflon in it, so I don't like it. But it absolutely can't be, because the action is subpar, or the lockup is subpar, or the strength of that system is subpar, because none of that would be true. It's just got to be a semantic argument going, yeah, it's got Teflon in it, so I don't want it. I think it's junk, but it's just not true. I mean, I'm not saying it's not true that it's not your opinion, but as far as the actual action of the knife, the strength of the knife, the quality of the knife overall, considering those things, yeah, it's if you were to say, well, it's junk because it's got a Teflon washer, what I'm saying is that wouldn't be a true statement. Yeah. That doesn't mean you can't be of that opinion, right? Like, we don't have the thought police yet. Like, you're allowed to think whatever you want. Or at least we don't in the U.S. I say that, but, every minute of every day, man, we're closer to Orwell knew what he was talking about, man. I mean, I could tell you, for me, I'm going to say whatever I want to say, and there ain't no consequence, no penalty, no thing that could keep me from telling the truth. No thing. Yeah. I mean, it may be the downfall of me one day, I guess, but oh well. There's no mob, there's no government, there's no thing that could make me say an untrue thing. Now, I'm not saying I've never told a lie or that I won't lie in the next 5 seconds. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you can't make me tell that lie. No threat, no consequences could force me to do it. Now, if you're asking me how big that fish was I caught last week, I mean, maybe it got a little bigger telling the story. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm not saying that I'm guiltless. That's not my point. But if you're intelligent, you know the point I'm making. And if you're not intelligent or you don't know the point I'm making, yeah, I don't mean to be coming after you. I'm just saying that what I'm saying is pretty simple. You can't make me tell an untruth. There's no consequence big enough for me to deny the truth. And my brothers know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. All right. Come on, man. Come on, man. How'd I get so deep, philosophical? I think, you know how I got there? Because I just know that there's haters of Teflon washers. Just hating on them. Maybe what I should say is, give it a shot, man. I think what you'd find is that the lockup, the strength, the action of this knife is going to be more than satisfactory. You'll find it to be exemplary if you give it a shot. Maybe that's what I should have said in the first place. All right, here we go. Yeah, buddy. Like a glove. All right, here we go. I did a Kizer not too long ago that had double brass washers, and then it had a Teflon washer up against the blade. And I mean, that thing ran. Oh my goodness, the action was so good on that knife. I'm pretty sure it was the best the best washer action that I own. So I like to do these like an inchworm. Put them in so they're bowed out the top and then press them down in there. Seems to be the easiest way for me to do it. All right, scale over. Yeah. piece of pie. Another reference. I'm full of them, man. Full of references. Or full of it, I think. Wait, no, that's not what I was saying. Full of references. Movies, music, politics. Like, I got it, man. Let's check for play. Ooh, is that solid? Yeah, there's no wiggle in there. It's not dropping like it was, but man, is it smooth. Look at this slow roll. Oh, is that good? And of course, you know, that action will only get better. Man, is that good. Oh, be still, my heart. Yeah, it's completely locked up so tight. I mean, and I could put just the tiniest little bit. You know, sometimes you want to be careful about putting lube on locks because it can cause stick and, you know, different things. But in this instance, the way that that locks up, it's not going to cause that. Man, is that nice. Beautiful. And I love the slow roll on these knives. Because when they lock up, you don't have to, here's why. Because they don't have to, like, fly open with force to get a complete lockup. These lock up just by simply getting them into that space. And when you do, boom, that's locked up. It's not locked up any tighter just by doing that than if I fling it in there. It's the same lockup. Man, I like that. All right, so let's talk about that action. I mean, it's just A-level action, man. It is. And on this knife, I think it's why I like this 3-inch engage. It's thin, it's comfortable in the hand. We'll talk about the ergos here in a second, but that thumb release is just really natural on this. And I think on the bigger that have this what's it called now? Come on, man. What is wrong with me? Why don't I know the name of this lock? I'll get it. But the bigger knives tend to make me want to do this, to come with my index finger and unlock it. Because, you know, the super lock and the Demco lock, you know, that's what you're using, the shark lock. You're using your index finger, but it's a little farther forward. And so, you know, clearly I can do it on this knife. See that? And it runs wonderfully. Even on washers. It's not on bearings, but on washers. And some would say the washers are superior. You know, you don't have to worry about dirt getting in there, you know, all kinds of stuff. But what I'm finding with this knife is my thumb is just natural to it, and it drops it, the flat part, on my finger. So it's safe to do it. Yeah, golly. Come on, man. Wicked good. Love the action on these. Let's talk about ergonomics. So, not so confident, confident, very confident. I mean, it's definitely a confident grip. The cutout here for the index finger just locks me in here wonderfully. Nice 4-finger grip, just 4 fingers. And so, man, I have a very confident grip right here. I can go here with a power grip as well. It's really nice. Reverse grip, excellent ability to cap that. I mean, this grip right here, My fingers lock in on the pocket clip. Yeah, man. Wow, is that good? And then I can kind of get here. If I had to smash down into something, this would probably be my preferred way to come with the blade versus going against the lock. Yep. Yeah, very nice. Excellent ergonomics. Let's check the pocket clip. Thick stuff. Yeah, so it hangs up on the crown screws on my thick stuff. But standard jean size material, yeah, all the way home. It's actually kind of light. It could use some tension on the thinner material here, the standard jean size. Let me check my back pocket there. Yeah, it's pretty good, but it definitely needs some tension. I'm gonna manage that because I think I may carry this knife. Okay, so I put some tension. Let's go to the standard jean size. So it's hanging up on the screws a little bit, but the tension is definitely better. And what about there? Yeah, so that would run wonderfully in my pocket. So I don't know if I'll carry it, but I definitely could, and that pocket clip would work wonderfully. I mean, I don't have any intentions to purge this out. This ain't going to end up over on Timber's Edge. I can tell you that. Yeah. I mean, some of my cold steels, yeah, probably will end up over there, but not this one. Yeah, I bought this one purposefully for me because I dig it. Let's check that that S35. It's got that nice cold steel flat grind on it. Yeah, super sharp. They do a great job of sharpening their knives, man. I dig it. Yeah, very sharp. Yep. Wonderful. All right, price and availability for this dude. And let's see what's up. Okay, well, first let's clear up that this is an Atlas lock. Good grief! What a mind-numbing experience I am. Anyway, so this Atlas lock, 3-inch S35VN. I'm gonna say that I think Amazon might be the spot for this. Timber's Knives might carry it, but it's probably going to land around the same price as Amazon because Amazon has this for around just under $130, which is pretty solid pricing for this piece. Yep. Yeah, 125, $128. S35VN, Atlas lock. Yeah, just wonderful piece. Hey, I appreciate y'all watching. It's really good. I like it a lot.